get a shot like this during the course of a game, don't be afraid of it. It's an easy shot. Play right in the corner pocket, you can't miss it. Now, if you can't get away with that one, you bank it back into this pocket. Now, this is a legitimate shot, and this is the shot Paul Newman made in the motion picture, The Hustler. Let's see if we can make it. There we go. Now, a short massé shot. This is one where we try to make a ball in this pocket. The cue ball goes part way up the cushion, comes back again, and makes the second ball. I'm going to try to make both of these balls with a one shot. Here's one you can rip the cloth on. He's going to elevate the cue, try to hit the cue ball on the right-hand side, low, hit it hard, cue ball should go up the cushion, come back, and make the blue ball. I'm going to try to give you a demonstration of a lazy man racking the balls up again. Playing the yellow ball back into the pack. That should get it. This is the lazy man's rack. He's going to hit the one ball with right hand English, hit the third diamond on the left hand side. It should hit 3 cushions and come back into the pack. Now we're going to play a shot Jackie Gleason made in the motion picture The Hustler. This is one where, well, they were playing what we call a bunch of safeties. That is, they were trying to stop the other guy from making a shot. And finally, this situation developed with Gleason shooting. Now, Gleason called the 4 ball, this purple ball, out of the pack back into this pocket. This ball right here back into this pocket. Now let's see if we can make it. Purple ball. There it is. Shoot the cue ball into the left-hand ball of the first 2. Now the one on the right will get out of the way. The one he shoots into will go in, hit the 9 ball. The 9 ball will hit the 4 ball and send it into the pack. Now he's going to get three kisses around the pack, and the ball will head right back to the pocket. Now we come to a shot. Well, you saw the shot that Gleason made. Now we come to one that Paul Newman made. Now they played 2 different times. And the second time that they played, Gleason started the game off by breaking the balls. Now the cue ball, the white ball, wound up down at the other end of the table, and this cue ball was stuck behind a cushion so that Newman couldn't see or hit any of the balls. Then he called this 4 ball, in this case, the purple ball, out of the pack into this pocket. Now let's see if we can make it. Purple ball, right-hand pocket. The way you play this shot is to aim the cue ball about a half a diamond past the side pocket. The cue ball comes off the cushion, banks into this 4 ball. Now the 4 ball caroms off the ball next to it, hits the 5 ball next to it, and it caroms off into the corner pocket. Gleason and Newman, they get credit for all these shots. Here's one that I made. We call this one the machine gun shot. Now this is one where we lined a bunch of balls along the cushion. And then the cue ball, the white ball, is supposed to run along the cushion, touching every ball or nearly every ball before making that blue ball in the pocket. Now, as the cue ball runs along the cushion, it kind of makes a sound that resembles the chatter of a machine gun. Playing the 2 ball, the blue ball, in the pocket. The way to play this shot is to hit the cue ball with high, right-hand English. Hit it very hard. It should hit in between those two balls. And then it will carry them along the cushion, make contact with most of those balls along the cushion before making the last one in the pocket. Now for a demonstration of a drunkard. A drunkard going home early in the morning. I would say about 2 o'clock in the morning. Now the balls I'm setting up right now at the present, these balls are going to represent lampposts. And in this case, the maroon ball will represent the drunkard. This one, right here, is the drunkard. The rest of those balls represent lampposts. Is going to try to get home in that side pocket without touching any of the lampposts. Now let's see if we can do it. Playing the maroon ball in the side pocket. The 7 ball, maroon ball, side pocket. Right straight home. These balls in front of the side pocket, there's 4 rows of them, are placed at an angle. Now the object here is to hit the 5 ball first. The 5 ball hits the 13 ball, sends it forward. It will hit the first ball, first row, and open up the balls. In the meantime, the cue ball hits the 5, caroms off, hits the 7, and sends it right straight into the side pocket. Oh, well, anybody can make these shots, folks. Here's one that you can set up, play, have a lot of fun with. First of all, you get all the balls, and you kind of make a semicircle of the balls from the cushion on out. If I can get all the balls together. You make a semicircle of the balls from the cushion on out. Now you'll find that if you place a ball in the center of this group and you shoot that ball right smack into the cushion, well, it can't go through these balls. It has to bounce off of them. So in this case, should come all the way around and back into this pocket. Now you shoot the maroon ball in this case in one direction, it turns around and comes back in another. Playing the maroon ball, the 7 ball, back into this pocket. Can't miss the shot. Try to make 6 of them this time with a 1 shot. Whether I can do it or not, but I'll give it a try. Oh, that won't go. That's a little better. Might make it. All right, the object here is to try to make this orange ball in this pocket, the green ball over here, red striped ball into this pocket, purple striped ball in that corner, the blue ball over there, and I hope to come around the table and make this one last. All 6 of these balls, 1 shot. Here you have to play this shot with high left-hand English, but you must hit the object ball, the 5 ball, 1/3 of the ball on the right. And then the cue ball goes, hits the first cushion, goes 3 cushions, comes around and makes the ball in the corner pocket. You saw the short masse shot. This is what we call the long masse. Now we're going to try to make a ball over in that pocket. Of course, another ball in this pocket, and if I can get past the side pocket, we'll go up the table and make that one. Now all three of these balls with the one shot, I hope. Now here you have to elevate your cue almost straight up and down. And you must hit the cue ball with low right-hand English. And you must hit the shot hard. Here's another old timer. We're going to try to jump a ball out of the triangle up into that corner. Let's see if we can do it. There we go. You know, it's tough to make this thing go in one direction, turn around and come back in another. Yet it can be done. Now you take this shot. This white ball is going to be stuck behind three balls. Now we're going to try to make the white ball go up past this triangle, swing around the triangle, come back and make this ball in this pocket. Playing the purple ball in the pocket, I hope. There we go. We made it. This is a shot where you can very easily rip the cloth. This is one that you have to play with the extreme low right-hand English. You must shoot that ball on a little angle toward the left. Hit it hard. The cue ball should slide up ahead of the pack or the rack, swing around it, come back and make the ball in the corner pocket. A 6-ball shot. 6 balls in 6 different pockets with one shot. Incidentally, this is a very easy shot. All you have to know is where to place the 2 center balls, and then you make combinations out of the balls into the corner pockets. Six balls, 6 different pockets with the one shot. I hope. I've got to check this one first. Ready? All right. Going to try to make 6 balls in 6 different pockets with one shot. Ball in every pocket on the table. This 6-ball shot is played on a 4x8 table. The 2 center balls should be placed halfway between the diamond and the side pocket, and the balls should be lined up with the inside of the corner pockets on both sides. But the shot should be hit very hard with the center ball. All right, we're going to try to make this black ball come out of this cluster, jump over the rack, jump over the balls, and I hope jump into this corner pocket. First of all, you place 4 balls, approximately a diamond and a quarter from the corner pocket on the right-hand, lower right-hand cushion. Now you place them in more or less a diamond shape. Then you hit the first ball of that cluster, and the ball will come out, bank off the cushion, go across the table, hit the rack, jump over the rest of the balls and into the pocket. This is going to be a 3-ball shot here, a 4-ball shot. We're going to try to make this red ball side pocket, the red striped ball in the corner. Then the cue ball is going to go up the cues, and it's going to make contact with a ball that I'm going to be placing on the cue sticks. I have a sort of a matchstick here. I'm going to place this matchstick on the cue sticks to hold the ball, and then it's going to roll down, and the cue ball is going to try to catch up with this blue ball and make, well, the 10 ball goes in the side pocket, then the cue ball is going to come down behind the 2 ball and try to knock it in the pocket too. So let's see if we can do it. I'm going to try to make 4 balls with 1 shot. Yellow ball on the side, the blue ball in the corner, this 3rd ball, the red ball in this pocket, purple ball over there. Now all 4 of them with the 1 shot. You hit your cue ball in the center, hit in between the 2nd and the 3rd ball, hit it hard. Now the 1, 2, and 3 with the 1 shot. And we're going to try to make the yellow ball in that pocket, the blue ball in this pocket, this ball here, the blue one in that pocket, and the red ball right there. All 3 of them, 1 shot. Hit your cue ball with high right hand English. Hit the blue ball or the 2 ball a little bit to the right of center. It should carom off, go into the left-hand pocket. In the meantime, it sends the yellow ball forward into the right-hand corner. The cue ball caroms off, hits the 3 ball, and puts it in the right-hand pocket. There we go.
Well, truly an amazing demonstration by the greatest of all time, Willie Mosconi, and something for you to work on, let's say, in your leisure time. Willie, come on back and talk just a little bit about, let's say, gamesmanship in championship pocket billiards. Was there any, I don't know, what you might call sneaky little moves involved when you were playing for the title with any of your competitors?
Most of them had their little tricks, Bill. I remember Andrew Ponzi and Ralph Greenleaf and people like that, Benny Allen and so on. With Benny Allen from Kansas City, former world champion, every time you went to shoot and he was facing you, you were shooting toward the corner where he was sitting, he would take out a handkerchief and he'd start to wipe his bald head, and I swore to God, that handkerchief looked like a tablecloth, it was so big. But he never did it unless you were shooting toward him and the game got down toward the end. Another one was Irving Crane. He had feet that big. And every time it seemed like you went to shoot a critical shot toward him, up those feet would come one of those things, you know. So I finally got even with him. At the end of the frame, after you were on 14, they had to re-rack the ball, so I used to go over and start to put powder on my hand. But I make sure they get the powder right over where his feet were. And I miss a few times. I give him a good powdering, in other words. Ralph Greenleaf, he used to have a habit of leaving the room. If you were shooting, he would leave the room and go to the men's room and then come on back. It was sort of a dilatory tactic, you know. They'd do anything to try to get you to miss.
You didn't have any little tricks?
Well, yeah, I did, really. If they got too close to me, I would trip them.
Willie, your career spans so many years. Can you go back in your own mind and think about, let's say, the greatest trick shot you ever did?
Yes, it was making 16 balls with 1 shot. 16 balls. The cue ball went in, too. I made all 15 numbered balls, plus the cue ball.
When did you do that?
I did that back about 1949. In California for one of the old Pete Smith shorts.
Oh, sure.
Remember Short Subjects?
Mm-hmm.
He's got that, and he also has me jumping the ball from one table, a distance of 10 feet onto a second table, and making 6 balls with 1 shot on the second table.
Now, come on.
That was the end of it.
No tricks? I mean, you actually did that with no trick photography?
Oh, no, that was a legitimate shot. And by the way, Bill, that was the end of all the trick shot shorts. After we did that one, what else could they do? You know, that was it.
Well, we're glad that you could share these experiences with us as we have the world of pocket billiards of Willie Mosconi.
Certainly nice to be with you again, Bill. Pleasure.